The biggest series of the Reds season. The Mets in town. This is the Red shot. It feels like do or die 3 games this weekend at GABP. The wild card picture getting more crowded. The Reds could be looking up at multiple teams between them and the Mets unless they take care of business themselves here tonight.
The Reds starting pitcher tonight, the aforementioned Andrew Abbott. A rocky month of August, going 0-4 in ERA, just a little bit under 4.5.
Last time out, a little trouble with the control. I believe he has been fighting the fatigue.
Outside, ball 4. Leadoff man is on as Lindor draws the free pass.
So here is Soto, who is just raging hot. Went 5 for 11 in the series in Detroit with a couple of homers and 7 RBIs in the 3 games. That's ripped through a hole, a base hit for Soto. Lindor turns second. He'll go on to third. Marte's throw across the diamond too late. And the Mets have an instant threat, first and third and nobody out. Pete's been red hot. 5 hits in the last 2 games in Detroit.
Swing and a foul tip. Stevenson holds on. Strike 3 down on strikes. Pete Alonso, and there's 1 gone here in the first inning, and now you can think about a double play ball to get out of it.
Here's Mark Vientos in the cleanup spot.
Taps that one slowly. That's going to stay fair, and that's going to bring in a run. An infield hit for Vientos, and it's 1-0 New York. Well, last year, Mark Vientos had about 15 of those topped ground balls to third for infield hits. He gets one here to give the Mets the early lead.
The 1-1. Soto runs. Pitch taken low. Throw to third is not in time. Soto in with a head-first dive. He stays as aggressive as ever on the bases for stolen base number 28. And his first and third once again. And a 2-1 count on Brandon Nimmo.
That's cranked to center. Friedel going back. On the track, at the bullpen wall, he leaps, and he makes the catch! It's a sac fly, but he robs a homer! Instead of 3, it's just 1!
And definitely, John, that changes everything. It's a 2-run swing right there.
And the stolen base pays off with Soto coming home to score despite the home run robbery, and it's 2-0 Mets. Vientos was able to advance to second on the play. That puts him into scoring position with 2 out. And a chance for starting Marte with 2 runs already in.
Reach for, poke in the air, other way, down the right field line. Base hit for Marte. Vientos running on contact, scores without a throw. It's a 3 spot for the Mets in the top of the 3rd. Marte pokes it over the right side of the infield, dunks it in there, and brings in another Met run. RBI single for Starling Marte. What a start for the Mets in Cincinnati.
David Peterson gets the ball for the Mets tonight, coming off maybe the worst start of his career.
Yeah, 8 hits and 8 runs and only 2+ innings, something that has been emblematic of late. Peterson has not pitched his best baseball in August.
Reach for, grounded toward third. Vientos has it near the bag. It's a fair ball. He throws to first and gets Marte. A nasty play there by Vientos. That was beautiful. Strong throw. 2 quick groundouts for Peterson.
And he bounces one to Lindor. Easy play for the Forest that retires the side. 3 ground ball outs for Peterson in that inning. That's a good sign. 3-0 Mets after 1. Alvarez last played in the big leagues on August 17th. Missed just 15 games with a pair of hand injuries.
Hit hard right side. Base hit. 107 off the bat into right field. So Alvarez picked up right where he left off, singling in his first at bat back.
That goes to the backstop, or did it hit Lindor? It did. It got his foot. And so Lindor is hit by a pitch for the 15th time this year. And the Mets have a couple of men on.
So more traffic on the bases for the Mets, who lead 3-0. Here's Soto.
And Soto skies it high in the air. Medium depth left field. Austin Hayes just waiting on it. He's under it. He'll make the catch. The runner's hold.
Alonso struck out his first time. Saw a ton of fastballs from lefty Andrew Abbott.
Swing and a foul tip. Stevenson holds on to strike 3. Inning over.
3rd strikeout for Abbott, and the Mets strand a pair. Mark Vientos leads off against Andrew Abbott. Mark now with 23 RBIs in his last 18 games. Vientos drives one deep right center. Forget that. That is way out of here. Mark Vientos cracks one deep, and the Mets lead at 4-0. 16th home run of the year for Vientos, his 2nd RBI of the night. This is a perfect ballpark for Mark Vientos, and he takes advantage of it with a howitzer.
And McClain is aboard with 1 down.
It's an 8-game hitting streak now for Matt McClain.
Friedel for the 2nd time steps in.
First pitch, it's shipped to left center. That is down and by the slide of Nimmo. McClain through second, racing for third. Off balance throw to second stop sign for McLean. A double for T.J. Friedel, second and third.
That was a do-or-die slide by Brandon Nimmo. He is fortunate that Jeff McNeil was there backing it up, because if that ball goes to the wall, the Reds are off and running.
Marte riding a 3-game hitting streak coming into the ball game. 5 for his last 15 with 5 RBIs, and he's got a couple of ducks out there right now.
To right field, Soto makes the catch. Tag at second and third. Throw to the plate is offline and late. Head first slide from McLean. Friedel claims third. Sac fly RBI for Marte. Reds are on the board. It's 4-1.
Well, Ellie De La Cruz will bat with 2 down and a runner at third base.
Swing a broken back ground ball to second. Acuna has it, sets his feet, throws to first for the out, and David Peterson limits the damage to just a run.
And Francisco Lindor on base for the 3rd time in the first 4 innings with his 30th double of the year. Here's Soto trying to pick up Lindor from second with 2 out. Last month has just been off the charts.
Yep.
OPS for the year up to 920 coming into the game today, and he's up that by going 1 for 2. And he throws that one down the right field line. That's an extra base hit going to the corner. Lindor is in. Soto heads to second. They trade places. A 2-out double for Soto plates a run, and it's 5-1 New York. 92 RBIs for the red-hot Juan Soto.
He went 3 months and he could not get a hit with runners in scoring position. Now he can't make an out with runners in scoring position.
And Lark, this just feels like if the Reds are going to win, it's probably going to be an ugly slugfest. And they did post 9 in back-to-back games against the Blue Jays. Back-to-back base knocks for the Reds in a second straight inning. So 2 on for Tyler Stevenson, trying to snap it 0 for 17. That's ripped over third, base hit. Windmill on, Hayes around third. He scores. Steer gets the send. Relay to the plate. Is there. Tag. He's safe. He missed the tag. Backside. Stevenson takes third. Reds get 2 back. And a man 90 feet away with 1 out. Do the Mets want to challenge? The ball was there, and they are going to challenge. Nick Marley said the tag missed him.
He tagged him on the shoulder. Did the hand get in? He's safe. That's close. That's going to be tough to overturn.
After review, the call in the field stands. The runner is safe.
He's safe. It's a 2-run game. And in his first game back, Tyler Stevenson, a critical 2-run double to give the Reds life. Hayes is a Red, hitting .275 entering the evening.
And the curveball hit out to shallow left. On comes Nimmo, diving. This time he makes the catch. Tagging at third and coming home is Stevenson. But Nimmo, who allowed a ball to get by him in the last inning with a dive, this time makes a terrific play. It's a sacrifice fly for Hayes to get the Reds with a run. It's 5-4.
8 hits now for the Mets. 1 on, 1 out in the 5th inning.
3-2 is socked to left. Hayes breaking in. And on down makes the catch. He read that wonderfully. He roared in on contact and he robbed Starling Marte. That was 106 off the bat. One of the harder hit balls in the game.
Mets by a run. Runner at first for McNeil. Left on left.
A little flare left of the mound, and Abbott can't make the catch, and it's an infield hit for McNeil.
Oh, let me tell you, I have never seen an infield hit like that.
Soft contact, puts 2 on, brings out the skipper.
And that's going to be it for Abbott. New pitcher coming in from the Reds bullpen with runners at first and second. 2 outs, and the Reds are down a run.
Connor Phillips gets the call against Francisco Alvarez.
Goes back to the slider, and Alvarez pops it up into shallow right. McLean going out. Marte coming in, and Marte caught the ball, I think. They avoided a collision, most importantly, and the Reds get through the inning unscathed.
Lindor's on for a 4th time tonight, and Juan Soto, who's just loved men on base, has another shot here.
And he got a piece of that one and fouled it off his leg. It's the second one he's fouled off himself during this at bat.
Yeah, that one hurt.
Off the front foot instep of the ankle. So the ball was fouled off, and then Soto kind of yelled out in pain, making sure he can plant on that front foot. And he's telling Joe Golia, I'm good. Soto, who's been fighting tooth and nail in this at bat, climbs back in. The next pitch will be number 8. Down and in. He walked him. So Soto with a single, a double, and now a walk. His major league leading 116th walk.
Pete Alonso's been skunked so far tonight. 2 strikeouts and a ground ball.
Ground ball headed to the left side. Ellie Fields goes to McLean 1. Around to first. Double play.
That is a big at-bat and a big experience and confidence booster for one Connor Phillips.
Peterson was at 70 pitches through 5. He throws 21 pitches to 3 batters here in the 6th, and that will hasten his exit. Ryan Stanek, first man out of the Mets bullpen.
Boy, he's in the soup right now.
Will face Tyler Stevenson, who drove in a couple of runs with a ringing double his last time up. Swing and a miss on a ball that pops out of his mitt. The batter is out. No need to throw to first, but the runners advance to second and third.
And that's in the dirt, ball 4. Pretty good at bat for Key Brian Hayes. He works the walk after falling behind in the count 0-2.
Huge chance for McLean. Now hits at 8 straight. Bases loaded, 286, 1 grand slam.
Check swing in the dirt. He got him. Strike 3 and the inning is over. Ryan Stanek fired up off the mound here in Cincinnati. He leaves the bases loaded and he keeps the Mets in front.
Noel V. Marte 0 for 2 with a sac fly.
And that is a foul ball off the front knee of Noel V. Marte, and he is down, and I mean down.
Oh, and he needs a lot of help getting up, and he's putting very little weight early on that left foot. Ooh, right off the kneecap.
Goodness.
There are few in the game like Tito that can make you crack a smile when you're feeling that kind of pain.
It's an 0-2 count.
And he backdoored him for strike 3 call.
Oh, generous call.
Well, he said it all night. Nick Marley's a pitcher's umpire, and he gave Raley the backdoor sweeper for strike 3. 7th pitch of the at bat from Raley. And De La Cruz went around, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Raley to finish off the 7th. 8th inning, Mets leading 5-4. Could use some insurance runs.
Francisco Lindor has been on in all 5 plate appearances tonight, and now there are 2 on with 2 out for Juan Soto.
And now it's 3-0 to Soto, and he threw him a 3-0 curveball in for a strike.
Gonna get me over on the back door.
You gotta be kidding me. 3-0 curveball? Come on. And gets a fastball, but he grounds it right to the second baseman. So Martinez gets himself out of trouble, makes a pitch, and gets Soto to ground out to keep it a 1-run game.
Anything to make it happen, just out of the reach of Rogers, and no chance for Lindor.
Spencer Steer is coming up
to right field. Foul ball, just barely wide.
Oh, it was inches foul down the right field line in the corner. Lux came charging around the bases. He was going to score, but it's just foul. He's down to the count now 0-2.
Reach for, popped up right at home plate. Alvarez flips off the mask, looks to the sky, makes the catch. All the while the mask that he dropped at his own feet almost got him in trouble. It's a pop-up and foul ground for Steer. 2 outs in the 8th.
They're going to go with the left-hand batter, Benson, against the submariner Rogers.
Benson pops it up toward third. Beatty backpedaling out to left. Makes the catch. The inning is over. Tyler Rogers stamps a 0.
Edwin Diaz has blown 2 saves all year. One of them, the last one, the only time he has seen the Reds before tonight. That was in Queens in July. Key Brian Hayes, sac fly, walk. He has struck out.
Swinging a line drive, base hit. Center field, Key Brian Hayes is on to begin the Reds' 9th inning.
I feel like he has really been a guy to start things late in the ball game.
Wow.
Edwin Diaz has put himself into a major mess.
Bases loaded. The first 3 have reached.
Diaz not even close to the plate right now.
Nobody out. Bases loaded. Only a few folks sitting now.
Diaz's payoff. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a slider. 1 away. And all of a sudden, maybe daylight, maybe, with Diaz getting his first out.
Double play depth for Ellie De La Cruz.
Diaz says he has something going on with his left cleat, it looks like. Keeps pointing to it.
Something happened with yeah, he needs new shoes.
Oh,
right.
my God.
Maybe he broke a cleat. Is that possible?
I've never heard that.
I've never seen something like this happen.
Maybe the pitch toe came off.
How about that? I've never seen that happen before.
Never. All right, let's see how it goes.
He's ahead on De La Cruz 1-2, so Ellie's had a lot of time to think.
Strike 3 called at the knees. 99 got him looking, and there are 2 outs.
Fastball right down the middle, and Diaz with back-to-back strikeouts now has a chance to seal the deal against Gavin Lux.
Reds loaded the bases with nobody out. They're still loaded now with 2 outs. Lux a pinch hit single on a tapper.
And he pulls one to first, foul. Just foul.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
That is the second ball in the last 2 innings that has barely gone foul off a Reds bat. Steer in the 8th inning. And now Lux. He has 28 pitches deep into this 9th inning.
Way high and outside. He almost threw that to the backstop. I don't know how Alvarez gloved it.
I'm not sure that Alvarez knows how he caught it.
Diaz's next pitch will be number 30. It has felt like every single one has been dramatic.
And he hits one on the ground, and Acuna gets there to Diaz. He got it! Diaz back from the brink. He covers first base, gets the 4-1 put out. Acuna makes the play, and Diaz gets out of a huge jam in the ninth inning, and the Mets win it 5-4. A masterpiece of extrication by Edwin Diaz. Gets out of a bases-loaded, nobody-out jam with an assist from Acuna, and the Mets win it 5-4.
A consequential loss to the Mets. The deficit swells to 6 for the Reds.